So the new Drake album has been out for a handful of days now.
For all the dogs.
For all the dogs. And I noticed these guys popped up on my suggested, and they were giving a sort of review to the album. I'll play a little bit of this.
For this album, didn't really translate. I didn't get that feeling of Take Care Drake. Nothing was the same Drake, where you had substance, where you had introspective tracks, and even like, you know, just in terms of the soundscape, you didn't really get too many moody, atmospheric songs that you were, you know, we came to expect from Drake over time. It seemed like, if anything, this is newer Drake. This is Benny X production, a lot of synth horns, a lot of distorted bass, especially looking at songs like I Don't Give a Fuck with Yeet, where even a track like that, production-wise, Yeet sounded much better over the beat and probably had the better performance as well.
I feel like he sounded more lively, and
that was another issue that I have with the project as a whole, is that, you know, similar to how I felt about Certified Lover Boy, you didn't really get the most passionate Drake performances. A lot of these tracks, the melodies aren't really that catchy. You don't have the most memorable hooks. You don't have Drake really extending his vocals or putting in that much of an effort, it feels like. But let's talk about some highlights on you. I want to know about some of your standouts. For me, of course, 8 a.m. in Charlotte is an incredible track, probably the best song on here. And that's what sucks for me as a listener going into this album, is that I expected Drake to rap on this album, and I feel like he didn't rap enough, at least for what I was expecting.
Yeah, or if he did go into his rapping bag, the problem was that the content was very subpar, and it was just kind of like, I wouldn't say like annoying, but I just get into the writing and I'm like, well, you know, a lot of these bars either seem forced or they don't seem well calculated for like what's going on. And that was kind of odd to me, because Yachty had spoken about the writing of the album before this had dropped and said that this was going to be one of the clearest Drake albums, you know, saying that
some of his best verses ever.
Yeah, best verses ever. And I mean, yes, maybe you get that on 8 a.m. in Charlotte, and that's pretty much it, if I'm being completely honest with you.
We do have to talk about first-person shooter with J. Cole, because for the...
See, I would be pissed if I was Drake
and saw these two dudes ripping you apart.
And saw the one dude in particular, and again, I'm not trying to shade the one dude, but like, and saw this guy ripping on me. I just feel bad for Drake personally, because I listened to the album. There was like 2 songs that I liked, but I'm not a music critiquer. I'm like, if he does 23 and I like 2 of them, great, I got 2 new songs to listen to. It just seemed, this is like obviously a big conversation, because you got critiques on music and, well, this bar didn't, this delivery on this track didn't come across as this and that. And I don't know, it just kind of upsets me, because I'm a Drake fan, and it's like, what do y'all want him to do?
I mean, you are Drake, so you're already set up here, and then if you're put on anything, people are gonna micro-analyze it. No matter if you didn't put as much passion into it or if you put all the passion into it, people are gonna dissect you just because of your household name. And that's just what comes with being Drake. That goes with any of the artists that have made it to a 1% level of like groundbreaking culture, done stuff for the culture, have a cult-like following, have been here for 10 plus years, and they're still around. Yeah, people are gonna come for you at every angle. Because at the same time, this is also YouTube content, like it benefits anybody to even talk about Drake.
Yep.
They get a benefit on that side, so there's people that are like, I'll just shit on it, and I'm still gonna get a ton of views, or I'll say really good things about it, and I'll look like a dick rider, and I'm gonna get a ton of views. But that's just one, yeah, there's, you can look at this through so many different lenses, but yeah, it is unfortunate that Drake is so big that everybody's gonna give their full synopsis on his
he was already set at a high expectation. So when people don't hear the catchy,
she say, do you love me?
Like things you can repeat, then they classify it as,
like
it's not as good as the last one, or if you didn't have a hit.
What was the album where like it was like more like the more beats versus the rap?
That was honestly never mind.
Yeah, and I mean, even when he was just trying that out, that way he was getting ripped left or right, because it was something he had never done.
Like, I'm all for trying new things out, and I can see that as an artist, like that's what he's doing.
Yeah, I only listened to a couple songs, but I heard a lot of sounds like the Yeet sounds or other rapper flows. I didn't know if that was like he's just trying to show you like this is what the scene is looking like right now, or did he purposely just steal something? I don't know.
And that's the tricky thing with being an artist. Like, okay, he has struck gold more than any artist I can think of. How many iconic Drake songs are there? There's too many to the point where I can't even think of them. So then he makes another album, and people, it's like people don't know what they like until they hear it. So if he would have done another thing that sounded just like, let's say, God's Plan, it would have been like, you already made this song before.
Exactly.
And if he makes something brand new and like avant-garde and artsy, I was expecting a lot more. I wish we could have had the old Drake, whatever.
Lily said it didn't have as much atmospheric vibe in the beats, but then he does a whole album with all those atmospheric vibes. And it's like, oh, it's just the same as the last one. So
He's not evolving as an artist.
Like you said, if there's songs that I like, cool, I'll take them and download them. Like, I'm not gonna be here like saying I don't like this, I don't like that. I think I'm more of I take it for what it is. You know, they obviously put time into all this stuff, so this is what he wanted to put out.
Yeah.
Why trash it? Like, why bash it?
And in my eyes, I thought Drake was just doing this for fun, maybe. Like, maybe he's just having fun in his career.
It gotta be. He'll do it.
It felt like, not that he didn't take it serious. Like you said, he still had to sit there, write the bars, fucking rap. Like, that's still a lot of time and effort. But for me, I'm like, he's just having fun at this point.
And he collab with new artists.
You're not gonna top some of these, and that's okay because they're fucking iconic. And I don't know, it's just fucking good. They're great. They're already cemented in the fucking industry and everybody's brains. So
You're damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you're an artist,
Correct.
If you do something similar to Take Care, say like the baby gets clowned, same flow every time. He has the same flow. Fuck the baby. And then if you do something new,
I don't know what this was. I want the old artist back.
and then you've got dudes that will sit there and critique his delivery on this didn't seem like it really planned well, and it's the authenticity and the subject matter of the song. It's art to me. Isn't music art?
I get that though, because they have their music connoisseurs and they do this. I guess all their videos are like this on their channel. So
I've never seen them before, so
I think that's all they do is review music. So I think people that follow them, they expect them to go deep dive into what they think about each track. So I get that part.
I'm sure they get flack though too, because there's like there's like the one bald guy with glasses, and somebody put it on like the rap culture page, like we're letting this guy decide what the opinion is of every album that comes out, and it's I mean even them, like they obviously taking the risk of saying this, and then people can just come at them like what we're doing kind of. But like you said, there's not really a win-win with a lot of artists.
You can never be always right though when you talk about music though. So
And even Jack Harlow can be the GOAT, but then people are like, oh, why is another white rapper blowing up? And then it's, well, damn, like he's still talented. Don't take away the skill and the talent that's there.
Yeah, because again, how do you critique art? You can't, because it's art.
And I also think like, well, I can't do what Drake just did, so why am I gonna say anything like it's not good?
And I thought about that too, like, all right then, Drake couldn't do this and he didn't do this well, and he didn't do it, so show me how to do it well.
Show me how to do it then.
Well, I can't do it. So you can't do it better, but you're trying to give critiques, even though it's something you can't do. But then I'm thinking, well, I don't need to be a world-class chef to say that this cake tastes like ass. So I can understand, like, okay, anyone can have an opinion on this stuff, but like I said, I'm not even clowning these guys, because I think they said in the video, like, they're Drake fans and they listen to this stuff, but it's, so what makes you qualified to be a music?
Yeah.
I'm a Drake fan too. I'm a Drake connoisseur, so.
I think it's the more followers you have, the more credibility, I guess, for something like this.
Like if these guys are saying it, but they had 1K subs, we'd probably be like, the fuck do they know? But then they have a big following already for podcasts, which are hard to grow in.
Look at this image right now. See the Take Care in the back here with Drake doing this, and then you have this guy almost in an emblematic way doing the same position, the same thing, and it's like this guy is trying to make a statement about this dude. And it's like
literally hung on his wall. Yeah.
It's hung on his wall, and it's like, again, I really don't know this guy, so hey, he's probably a decent dude. You're shitting on Drake, and who are you? Okay, are you a world-class like producer?
He might be.
He might be. He really might be, and I might be tweaking. Have you written for big artists? Do you write melodies? I want to hear it, because if he is the fucking GOAT, then I'm like, okay, yeah, I guess I'll go. I guess he has a bit more music.
But you don't see, but yeah, like to your other point, like you don't need to be a chef to be a food reviewer to know what food is good, to give out good recommendations.
Food is subjective, just like artists.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's like
how do you like? You could think it's really good, but I'm like, that's just ass.
There's probably another podcast praising each song and deep diving on how good each song is.
See, I'm just a lover, so I'm like I said, I did not like most of the songs. I was like, oh, not for me. But that doesn't make Drake, that doesn't mean it's a bad song.
Yeah.
I just mean I didn't like it.
You don't like every movie your favorite actor has been a part of?
Nope.
Probably not.
Not at all.
No, definitely.
So it's like, you gotta give the artist room to be an artist. Like, damn. I just feel so bad for Drake.
Yeah. But then again, he gets to go back to his $100 million mansion.
And this guy's in the thing with tape on the walls and shit.
Yeah. It's one of those things where I don't even think Drake would even look down and.
Oh, no.
Bro, he's having the best. I mean, yeah, it's
the same way they were shitting on Jack Harlow for the album that he made a while ago, and I'm like, damn, let him breathe.
Because he probably wouldn't say that stuff in front of Drake. If Drake was right there,
all right, review my album.
What'd you say about the second track there?
No, it was fire for sure. It was definitely fire.
This is a YouTube song. I didn't really mean any of it. Drake, big fan actually.
Bro, if Drake's there, they're not saying this. And of course, the peanut gallery in the comments always gonna have a lot to say. Drake is almost 40, has a child, could speak on so much more than women, money, etc., but he chooses to keep the same formula. It's sad because he has the capabilities to make an amazing cohesive album, and at this point in his career, he should be focusing on that more than creating extended bodies of work for streaming plays. It's sad to see the greats to leave their legacy behind. What?
He just dropped another project.
Well,
But it's weird though, because like, if he, let's say he has a polished project just in the vault and he puts it out tomorrow, then everybody forgets.
Exactly.
It's like the
That's
world.
the thing. He's gonna drop another project down the line at some point, and then people will forget about this, and then that's gonna be the new crazy iconic album.
Like Drake's back, his legacy is solid, it's solidified. It's like we just
People almost only care about and like view you as the last thing you put out.
Yeah, no, that's it. That's like a fighter. You're only as good as your last fight. We're
Yeah.
only as good as our last upload.
That's true.
So, like, if this is our last upload ever, like, damn, they just talked about Drake for their last video. Like, that they haven't posted since. Like, that's all we're known for now. Yeah, they made banger videos, but yeah, they just started doing Drake reactions. I don't know. They kind of fell off. So it's like, yeah, once you put out, you have to already work on the next one, which sucks in internet world because let's say for the next 6-7 months he wants to make the polished project. Drake doesn't even need to. That everybody wants to agree that this is the best thing ever. But it's like, damn, but for those 7 months in internet world, people are just clowning you on this one because this is the only thing you have until the next thing. And I think, yeah, that's what makes it more difficult for, I guess, creators, artists, fighters, fast players like it.
Yeah, because it almost deter them from trying new things and experimenting like an artist should.
And it's like, okay, damn, wait till I do my next one. But that might take me some time because I need inspo, I need life experience, I need to be in a certain state. But you put out this thing that you were really passionate about, and obviously you're not gonna just greenlight something if you didn't like it, right?
and in my opinion, I am grateful whenever I hear there's a new Drake album coming out.
Yeah, because it could be the last.
I'm pumped because I'm like, we are witnessing, and this is my opinion. I think Drake's like the best rapper of all time, most prolific music artist, our generation's Michael Jackson. I said it.
Minus the dancing.
Minus the dancing. I had to switch from Chris Brown to Drake after just.
What about Bruno? Why not Bruno?
Bruno just to me isn't a cultural like does Bruno drop an album?
Drake is more polarizing.
That's what I'm saying. He's more polarizing. No shade to Bruno. He's a great artist, but I guess people don't talk when there's like a Bruno Mars album.
That's true. It just goes on the radio automatically.
Does he even put out albums?
He'd be torn and shit.
I don't know.
I think he'd just be like dancing and shit. But I'm just grateful, like, oh, I can't wait to just hear anything he's done. And whether I like it or not, I don't give a damn.
I feel the same way.
Influential and talented person that I'm just grateful to be alive while
You're
he's
there to
making
see
music.
anything he does.
And
But yeah, people are gonna judge him off this shit until the next one.
Drake has mastered fast food music.
Oh,
This,
come on.
like, dude,
Fast food music.
come on. This people while rapping,
yo.
harmonize on auto-tune to the ladies, switch beats throughout songs to repeat something you thought was catchy that he said earlier and have 0% substance behind his music. He's a genius because he keeps getting away with it.
Holy shit, man.
I swear to God, I stopped expecting anything from Drake. At this point, I just get into the album, take the 4 to 5 tracks I like, and move on with my day. Bro, I'd be so tight.
What's wrong with that though? Like, why are people making it seem so negative?
I don't think there's one album I've had every song downloaded.
No facts.
Like, I don't want that one.
Drake has truly fallen off at this point. He hasn't dropped a truly great album since If You're Reading This, It's Too Late. And when he promised to come back with the old Drake, and it turns out really says something about his artistry.
Well, he could still come back with the old Drake. Like, he's still alive and right. Like,
But it's like,
this isn't his last thing ever.
He really could make a part 2 to all the songs that
He can drop another project next month. I don't know.
I want to hear Take Care, Drake. Then go listen to Take Care, brother.
Got songs on the album actually.
Have you listened to Take Care again? Listen to it
And
again.
then he does it, and it's not as good as Take Care. We just did it though. He just did what you wanted.
Bro, you can't win. That's why this irks me. This irks me.
That's the job of being an artist and celebrity.
But he's like A-list, top tier
Like
celebrity.
if Michael Jackson was still
worldwide.
alive, would you think he'd be just as polarizing in his older age?
Oh yeah.
Like, you think
Michael Jackson.
every album he drops, like, we'd have every YouTuber reacting to it, and he'd be touring. Like,
Yup.
I'd wonder.
I mean, Drake's getting to that level where it's like, if Drake drops, everyone hears about it. I think Justin
Yes.
Bieber is like that.
And
Like,
if he's like 50 like Michael Jackson was and starts to do a tour, again, it'll be a big ass thing because we're all gonna be grown up. Like, we have to go to the new Drake tour.
Drake can stop making music and performing until 30 years from now and pop out and it'll be the biggest thing ever.
No, the Beatles and AC/DC, they're like literally performing like still to this day. But he's just gonna get critiqued more, I guess, the bigger. He's only gonna get bigger with age because his stuff is still gonna just fucking age like fucking wine. So, fine wine.
I think think it shows something about being a celebrity and also being in the public eye. Like the public they turn on you. Like they are going to turn on you. Even the most loved people get turned on. Like when we were talking about The Rock, for example, like The Rock, just the nicest guy ever, like family man, donates money, and then he's fishing, and in the comments, fucking monster, fucking innocent animals, and you're fucking killing them.
He tortured it and then threw it back in the water. What was wrong with you? Like, damn, he couldn't even fish on a Sunday.
Yeah, you can't do anything when you're that famous.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. When you're this famous, you can't even breathe. His breath sounded better in the Take Care era.
Like he's creative, expressing himself, showing art. Like that shouldn't be the response to that.
Do people even understand how hard it is to make a smashing record, like a big hit? If people, like, that's one of the hardest things to do ever. So when he's done so many, and then y'all over here like,
Crazy.
Because
make another one. Dude, he just...
people are so quick to judge because he's put in this GOAT category, like within the world. So people are gonna judge the hardest. It's like, well, if you're gonna be the GOAT, then I don't like 7 of these songs. Why?
Run everything has to be better than the last one.
And everything has to be better.
And it makes critiquing music like pointless because my least favorite song on this album, I guarantee you, is many hundreds of thousand people's favorite song.
Yep, and it could be like the best song they needed in their time of their life right now.
Exactly.
And it's what?
I like the song he had with Sexy Red, which is crazy to me that I like a Sexy Red song. I've been playing it all motherfucking.
All right, that's a good one. Shake that, Jerry.
Say that ad for me. Rich Baby Daddy. I would have never thought I was wrong about Sexy Red. I was like, damn, this shit's in my fucking head. But I love that song, and I think they had something to say about it. Like, I just wasn't feeling a Sexy Red on this thing. But to me, I was like, I'll fuck with it. That was fun. So
Yeah, music's always hard to judge.
I feel like as Drake gets older, the subject matter of his album gets less and less mature.
And if it does,
But it's like Drake is so clearly knows more about music than all of these people commenting. So it's like, can y'all just let him fucking do whatever he wants?
there's no right or wrong thing to rap about. Like if he wants to rap about no substance, then why can't he do that?
I need something with more substance.
Go listen to someone else. Like he didn't do that this time.
Yeah, yo, I
He didn't do that this time.
And you know what? Maybe that doesn't sell. Like substance in music doesn't really sell. Why is Sexy Red the hottest and Ice Spice the hottest artist right now?
Why is Christian rap not the hottest thing?
Boom. You know how much substance there is in Christian rap? A whole fucking lot.
It's all.
It's all substance and great stuff.
And I've heard some good ass song like Christian rap songs. They don't get any recognition or anything.
No. So when people start talking, I want to see more substance.
Or female rappers that actually have substance in their lyrics. But
Exactly.
like you said, Ice Spice and Sexy Red and
Why is 070 Shake not on the level as Ice Spice?
And again, me not being a musical expert, there's probably so many little things that Drake knows about. If I speak about only my personal life experiences and substance, so to speak, a lot of millions of other people won't be able to relate to the song and they can't jam it with their friends because I'm talking about me. So if I talk about getting my heart broken or an immature subject, more people could relate to it because it's just more relatable as opposed to I'm rich and I'm Drake and here's my problems in my past.
Yeah, and no one said if your song has no substance, it's a bad song. When did anyone ever say that? It's like, it's your preference. If you want something with more substance, you can go listen to Kendrick or someone that's more lyrical like that.
Or make your own. I guess it just, the crowd is just so fickle with their opinions of things. And like I'm saying, you can have an opinion. You can like it, not like it. I've listened to every damn Drake album that has come out, liked songs and didn't like some, all good. He did what I expect. He dropped mid.
Just because you don't like one thing from someone does that make that person or that thing you're watching bad? I don't know.
oh yeah, people could say what qualifies us to speak on anything.
Exactly. In a way, if you're in the limelight, the more you give people, the more hate you get. So if Drake had stopped at, I don't know, I'm thinking what album? Let's say he stopped at The Certified Lover Boy, and that was his most recent album, and he hasn't put out anything since. He's not gonna get all this hate that he's getting now because he hasn't put anything else out. It's like the more you give, the more fucking hate you get.
Yep. You just gotta expect that though.
Like,
Yeah.
damn, he's giving y'all more songs.
Yeah, that's true.
What the heck?
Shout out Drake.
Shout out Drake, man. Drake has made the same album 10 times. Drake makes music for people who get excited that the McRib sandwich is back on the menu. At this point, I don't see how anyone can put Drake above Ken or Cole. For real, for real. It sounds like you like Kendrick and Cole, so just listen to them. I went to a Drake concert. It was fucking great.
I went to.
He had so much passion and people hated the Honestly Nevermind album, and he played like one or two of the songs there. And I think he said something during the show like, oh, I tried this out or something. And I felt bad. Like, obviously, there was me in the fucking bleachers and the nosebleeds and feeling bad for the multimillionaire. But I don't know, he put his heart into these songs and stuff. And then when people criticize your art, it hurts more than like if you get a math problem wrong or something. Like, he really put his soul into this shit.
It's like a piece of you, that's why.
That's what I'm saying. Damn, I fucking felt that. Hey, you're giving people pieces of you.
Leave some nice comments in this video, guys. Come on.
Can I get some positive shit in this
Please.
fucking comment? I want everyone to drop positives about Drake.
We need positivity.